Minecraft. It has a plethora of game modes, from survival to bed wars, or from Hunger Games to Skyblock. But the best one out of all of them has to be this: Iceboat Racing. Iceboat Racing is a thrilling game mode where players race using boats on ice tracks. The races are intense with speeds reaching new heights. Now, join me in off-season, the top dog of iceboat racing competitions. In off-season, the 18 fastest drivers from around the globe battle it out to become the best of the best. Today, it's time for them to tackle the legendary BCC track. This track is known for hosting the biggest race ever, with over 50 drivers battling it out. But now, the off-season drivers are about to take it to a whole new level. At this very moment, we have an amazing battle for the first position. Soda and Rocket are going head to head. At the first race at Mementos, Rocket came out on top, with Soda following closely behind in second place. But the tables turned in the second race at CGP, as Soda took the win and Rocket only managed to secure 5th. With Soda now leading the championship, the tension is high as we head to BCC. These two drivers are about to have an epic showdown, and personally, I can't wait to see who will come out on top. So without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to qualifying. 12 drivers have already set their time, and now the final 6 are about to set theirs. These are the times so far. The time to beat is 1 minute 13.2, set by Gustav, and these are our contenders: Soda, Rocket, Lapis, ElSaco, Fantasy, and Pigala. They all get 4 laps. Rocket is the first one to set a good lap, a 1:13.2, tying first place. Soda immediately responds, however, getting a 1:12.9 and placing himself in front of Rocket. Rocket seems to have took that one personally as he ties Soda in the very next lap. And he isn't done yet, as he gets another small improvement right after that. If Soda isn't down enough yet, Rocket improves his time yet again by another 15 tenths.
Let's go! He can't get it! He can't get it! He can't get it!
Soda's not out yet though, as he has this lap left. And Soda being Soda, he does improve. His final time is a 1:12.8, 1/10 behind Rocket. So with that, Rocket starts on pole, with Soda starting from second place. Some other notable drivers are Fantasy in P3, ElSaco in P4, and Lapis in P6. All the drivers have been put in their correct starting position, and it seems they're raring to go. Both ElSaco and Fantasy have a great place to start from. The drivers get an opportunity to overtake in the first corners. But most eyes are on these two. Soda and Rocket are both favored here. With the countdown starting, let's get ready! And they're off! Rocket has a phenomenal start, but Soda might even have a better one. Going into the first corner, it's Rocket who clings onto the T1. Everyone else seems to be tightly packed together. Fantasy is joining the battle for P1, and so are ElSaco and Lapis. But Lapis gets bumped and loses many positions in the process. Speaking of bumping, let's watch this replay of Gustav's race start. So, Gustav started in P5 right behind Rocket. He then goes for a ballsy line trying to overtake. It seems Fantasy noticed as he throws Gustav off track and right into the pack. Back to the front as Soda and Rocket are still battling.
Letting Rocket go.
Probably the smart move. If he gets bumped now, he might lose a lot. The first bit of strategy as Lapis goes in for an early pit. Since everybody has to do free this race, getting them out of the way early without getting punished seems like a good idea. ElSaco and Fantasy are in battle for the 3rd position. It seems ElSaco is going for a switchback into this corner. Now on the outside of Fantasy, he should have the inside line for the next one. But Fantasy said no and bumps another driver off the track. That will cost ElSaco some time.
Rocket's so quick. Ow.
If Rocket keeps up the space, Soda might never catch up.
Oh, Rocket's reaching back markers. Oh.
I'm at the pit next lap.
Now that's lucky for Soda. Rocket is struggling since he is held up by a slower driver in front of him. Uh-oh. It seems Rocket won't be the only one that will be getting held up though.
Oh, Zakro. Zakro, no. Oh, Zakro's right in front of me. Oh, this is terrible. It's so slow.
This is a saving grace for Rocket, but he still needs to be careful. He cannot afford to make these mistakes. Soda gained an entire second on Rocket this lap, thanks to these back markers. Will Rocket try to get past or really dive into the pits? He chooses the latter.
Rocket pit, but I'm pitting as well. I don't care.
With the top 2 drivers in the pits, Fantasy suddenly finds himself in the lead of the race. All Rocket has to do is to get a decent pit stop to stay ahead of Soda, but he's going towards the wrong pit.
I got confused with pits. Fuck.
Okay, stop. I have to give a quick explanation. So in the past, we've had some drivers that went into the wrong pit stop. So starting from this race, we implemented a feature that kicks you out if you go into the pit that isn't yours. Or to put it simply... Alright, now that you fully get it, let's get back into it.
Rocket went wrong pit. Rocket went to a wrong pit. Let's go.
Both Soda and Rocket will now go into the pit at the same time. Who does it better?
No.
Oh, overtaking the pit lane. I'm so far ahead of him. He bottled it. He actually bottled it. Oh, I've got so much space as well.
Oh my god, Soda's in front of me by a lot.
Oh, I can win this. I've been blessed.
ElSaco and Fantasy are still battling for the lead of the race. Since ElSaco couldn't overtake on track, he will now try it by pitting early. Rocket might be in trouble as he came out of his pit behind Soda's teammate.
Yeah, Rocket is right behind you, Evil.
Now that Evil knows, she will do anything to keep Rocket away, including a 360, I guess. That's just really dangerous driving, but Rocket dodges it.
Evil tried to block me.
That's definitely some foul play. ElSaco is now slowly but surely making his way toward the pit exit. But Lapis has recovered his early bump and is shooting down the straight. This will get insanely close. Let's enjoy this battle. And Lapis overtakes ElSaco. On the other side of the track, Fantasy dives into the pits, probably to cover both ElSaco and Lapis. It's a very defensive play, let's see if it pays off. Rocket also goes for a second pit. It is most likely that he's doing this to put some pressure on Soda.
Oh, he just pit.
Okay. I think I'm probably going to hit next lap. I don't know. I'll decide it now.
Fantasy's coming out of the pits.
And I'm in front of Lapis.
And that should keep him that third position. Noah bravely takes the lead before making a pit stop. Now Blue Leader finds himself in the lead.
What on earth? Okay, I'll take P1 for now.
Soda is trying to get to the pits as quickly as possible to stay ahead of Rocket.
No, I lagged. No way. Oh, I lagged so bad. Oh, fuck.
Zekra has returned and is now blocking Fantasy. If anything goes wrong here, ElSaco could catch up. And it does! ElSaco will now take this opportunity that was created by Zekro and throws his boat down the inside. It's looking like Fantasy has more speed however, and he immediately flies past ElSaco once again. This marks the third time ElSaco couldn't get past Fantasy this race. Will he be able to do it in the second half? Full intermission! We've now made it to the halfway point of the race. And who do you think will win it? Will it be their current leader Blue, or will it be Soda or Rocket? Maybe Fantasy, ElSaco or Lapis will come out on top. So, all you have to do is leave a quick comment down below with your guess. And while you're at it, why don't you click the sub button too? Yeah, got it? Alright, let's keep it going. Sodasoker, who finally reached the pit, was he fast enough or did Toki lose him too much? ElSaco, who's still behind Fantasy, follows Soda's lead. Rocket, who is behind another teammate of Soda, has to give it his all. Only then can he take his first place back. Soda, who finishes his pit, is coming out of the box. Rocket pits instead. Will this be a blunder or was it a correct move? Meanwhile, Lapis is passing by. That secures him the overtake on ElSaco. It seems the early pit really paid off. This will be the end of Rocket's final pit.
I have clean air.
And that could be bad news for Soda as he still needs to go in. Speaking of pits, Fantasy is in there too.
I'm ahead of Fantasy by a lot. I don't even see him.
And that's another overtake for Lapis. But it won't only be for Lapis. ElSaco, after 3 failed attempts, also secures the overtake. It will all come down to what Soda does next. He still has one pit left, and he chooses to do it immediately. With open air in front of him, Rocket is clawing at the gap between him and Soda. If he loses too much time in the pit or anything goes wrong, Rocket will get ahead. And it will be close as Rocket steers into the final corner, and Soda leaves the pit lane. He is now gathering speed, and Rocket goes full speed into it.
Oh my god, me and Rocket are so close. I'm in front of him though.
Soda clings to that position with all his might as Rocket breathes down his neck. One mistake and it could all be over.
Oh no, I have Adam and Crispy.
Oh no, you should.
I have 3 pets. I've done 3 pets evil.
I'm in a 1v1 with Soda. Soda's in front of me, sadly.
Don't worry about it. You still have pits.
No! I don't!
Oh, Rocket messed up. Let's go, he mowed. What a nerd.
Nido, who is 5th at the time, is slowly leaving the pit lane, but it seems poor Nido is going to be another victim to Lapis' great strategy.
Lapis overtook me, ElSacoDePapas overtook me.
Lapis is now behind Soda and Rocket, which should put him in 3rd at the end of the race.
Okay, I'm gonna stay for one more lap and then I have to triple pit. We'll see what happens then.
So that will be a never before seen triple pit strategy from Blue.
Soda's coming up on Fantasy and Adam.
Probably at least one of them pets. Oh. No one's pitting! You have to pit again, you idiots! Chop chop! You've got a pit to do and you're all within a second of each other. Like, honestly, and Adam have been on top of each other the whole lap and neither of them pit. What is this?
That's bad news, as Blue gets a first pit in.
And I will stay in the front.
I need to take a different line. I don't get bumped. It reminds me of CGP!
Fantasy, who had a battle with ElSaco this entire race, is now P10 all of a sudden. How did this happen? Oh, he's lagging!
Okay, Fantasy moved. Let's go.
No Fantasy!
And he's holding up Rocket. Oh my god.
All I know is I can't get first. There's no possible.
No.
I'm literally over.
What a fucking legend. Fantasy, thank you.
It's a Sodasoker.
Gustav! Gustav is neck and neck with me. Gustav, why? Gustav, why? Gustav, I know you want me to give up.
Someone's gonna get bumped.
I don't want me to get bumped. He's gonna bump me.
I didn't bump him. So sad.
Okay, I got past Gustav. What a prick.
And Blue Leader takes the 2nd pit. You know, Blue Leader's triple pit strategy is really interesting, but what if I told you there's a team in this raid named Yora that did a triple pit all at the same time? Check this out. So Nido is the first to lead the charge and goes into the pits. Then Noah's teammate follows closely behind, and behind Noah we have Fantasy, who pits too. Now they can't make any mistake here, since if one of them makes a mistake, the other ones will have to wait and will lose time. So Nido does that perfectly. Now Noah gets in the pit. His entrance wasn't perfect, but it's good enough as Fantasy follows closely and gets the pit perfectly as well. I'm telling you, this might have been the hardest strategy call I've ever seen in an off-season video. It's very sad to see though that they will all end up in a giant train. With Adam leading? Oh no.
I swear I'm not trying to do it this time. It's not intentional. Please, Craftyz, don't frame me as a bad person. Please.
This is all my fault. This is all my fault. I pitted on the wrong pit, and Soda overtook me.
Laser, come on, pit. Pit, Laser. You still have pits. Laser has to pit. Okay, I thought he wasn't gonna pit for a second.
Blue, who's now already behind Soda and gets bumped, goes for his final pit. With his teammate Gustav there as well for some reason. Are they trying to do what the Euro team did?
This is gonna be bad.
This is gonna be bad.
They're in the same team! They're the same team!
I'll be fast.
I can't do the pit.
Get out! Go back! Go back! What are you doing? Okay. Oh my god.
Soda's now in his final lap and in his final corner. He's gonna win this race.
2 in a row. Fucking go. Let's fucking go.
And Rockets finishes P3? I got some explaining to do. This is Lapis. Remember when he said this line?
Laser, come on, pit. Pit, Laser. You still have pits. Laser has to pit. Okay, I thought he wasn't gonna pit for a second.
Let me explain what he meant by this. So every driver has to complete 3 pits before the last lap to finish the race. If they don't do the pits, they will get disqualified. Lapis was saying that Laser had to pit because otherwise he wouldn't reach those 3 pits. Little did he know, however, that he should have been paying attention to himself. If you look at his pits and his laps, we'll see something interesting. That's right, Lapis had to pit too! So when Lapis did his final pit in the final lap, this is what happened.
There goes Soda. What happened? Yo. What just happened? Oh, shoot. I think Laser and I just DQ'd.
Lapis is completely right. He threw his P3 in the trash and Lapis and Laser both disqualified. And this means that ElSaco is the 3rd person on the podium.
Probably first Mudo podium. Oh, I can't believe it.
And with that anticlimactic race finish, Soda takes the victory here at PCC, with Rocket closely behind. With Lapis disqualified and Fantasy lagging, ElSaco takes the 3rd position, followed by Nido and Pigala, who both had great races too. Fantasy with his lag ended up in P12, just in front of Blue Leader. Soda extends his lead in the championship, and Lapis falls all the way down from P4 to P10. It remains really close to the team standings as Greasy Gaming is only 5 points ahead of P2. After having a bad day, second wave gets passed by Muda Racing and Yura. And that will mostly be it for today. But I hear you wondering, where are we going next?
Why? These are so heavy. Huh? What's that? Wait a minute. Oh, for fuck's sake!